Hello? Oh hello new guard. Welcome to Mousky's Diner, where you'll have so much fun, you'll squeak with joy. I made 5 recorded messages to help you throughout your week here. For your office, you should see 2 red buttons, which are for your doors, and 2 light blue buttons, which are for your lights. I don't know how they will help you, but they're always there. Now to your camera. We installed 9 surveillance cameras throughout the diner to observe everyone and everything. You have to make sure that nothing gets damaged or stolen. The last thing that I have to talk to you about is the animatronics. Those things were very expensive to make, so please make sure that nothing happens to them. Oh, one more thing. The animatronics are still on throughout the night, so they might move around, but you don't have to worry. We installed scanners inside of them so if they approach you, they won't attack. I hope. Well, that's all that I have to say for this night. Talk to you tomorrow. Hey, nice job on your first shift. Not very many guards last this long. They say that the animatronics have black eyes and will try to get inside their office, but we all know that they just don't want a job. Anyway, so I realized that the animatronics were out of place. I don't think that it was you though, so you're off the hook. By the way, you probably noticed that in C4, there is another stage performer in the curtains. It's a dog, mainly made to teach kids how to exercise and not eat too much food. We usually let him roam around, so he's pretty fast. However, unlike the other animatronics, he's his older version, so he doesn't have scanners inside of him. Luckily just for you, the door might come in handy. When you hear him running towards your office, push the right button that is red to close it. He shouldn't be able to get in, I'm pretty sure this time. Alright, that's all for this night. Later. Welcome back. I hope this job isn't too hard for you. Anyway, you probably noticed that Mousky hasn't been moving. Let's just say, he's a bit smarter. He will start to move this night, and will go to both your left and right corridors. You know what to do. I know this because one of the guards told me this before well, let's just put the incident beside us. Overall, conserve your power, and have a good and safe night. Bye. Whoa, I didn't realize that you would take overtime. That is something that I would never do. That place gives me the creeps. Anyway, we haven't been booming in business lately, so we might remodel the animatronics soon. What that means is that we will have to take some parts from the old animatronic in the back. I never told you about him. That thing has been there for quite some time. We might have to power it on tomorrow, just to make sure the parts are working well. Alright, talk to you tomorrow. Hey, remember when I told you about the old robot last night? Well, he will now be activated. The doors will not stop him, because he will go into an off-camera vent. Luckily for you, I stayed here a bit later a few days ago to install a reboot system in both camera 8 and 9. You can use it when you see it in either camera 8 or 9. The reboot will also take a large amount of power, and has a cooldown as well, so only use it when necessary. Okay, stay safe, and talk to you tomorrow.
Hello? Oh, hey new guard. Welcome to the new, and improved, Mousky's Diner. Well, it's actually not named after Mousky anymore. The company decided to rebrand the characters to make them more appealing to the kids. So now instead of Mousky, it's Mousecat. Anyways, I am pretty sure you worked at one of the old diners a while ago, so there shouldn't be much to tell you. I'm sure you've noticed that there have been some building renovations. For starters, instead of doors, there are vents. There was an incident at one of the old diners, where a child got caught under the door. Thank goodness they weren't hurt too bad. I mean, if you count out all the physical and mental trauma afterwards. Back on track, you've been given a flashlight which you can use to ward off any potential intruders and such. However, I don't think that would be necessary thanks to the new robots. Speaking of which, those things are highly intelligent, but not completely. There are a few issues with their scanners. If they see you, they may not see you as an employee, but rather an endoskeleton, which is required to be suited up forcefully. If a situation like this is likely, we gave you a spare head of one of the robots. Put it on whenever you think you need to, and you should be good. Alright, that's all. Oh wait. Your camera system doesn't exactly have the best lookups. There are no lights attached to any of them, so you'll have to use your flashlight to see inside of them. Okay, that's it for real this time. Good night. Hello? Welcome back. I hope that your first night was a breeze, because tonight might not be. You've probably noticed by now that there are some new character additions. Those characters were from other companies that could not find nearly as much success as ours, so they endorsed into our company, and their mascots ended up becoming a part of ours, so lucky us. However, one of the characters was manufactured differently compared to the others, the cat one in particular. Apparently, there's some sort of wind-up system that needs to be tended to frequently that the animatronic possesses. If it's not wound up for a certain amount of time, it'll go rogue or something. Just keep an eye out for that thing, alright? Also, I'm sure you've seen the old characters in the parts and service room. The mechanic had done some testing on them a few days ago and may have accidentally left them on. However, I'm pretty sure the mask should work on them, since they use similar scanning systems to the new ones. If that doesn't work, then try flashing your light at them repeatedly. That should reset them, I think. If not, I don't really know. Well, good luck. Hello? Wow, you're really zooming through these nights. You're natural. You know, the company has had some role openings recently, which could potentially mean more money for whoever decides to take them. Those roles are far more easier and you really don't have to do much of anything. It's obviously better than the night shift. I mean, who wants to sleep all morning and wake up at night? Personally, I wouldn't. Anyways, the robots have recently been experiencing some issues, to say the least. They've tended to act differently around people, specifically around adults and staff. We've come to the conclusion that their servos are starting to wear out, so they may have to be repaired soon. Until then, just keep up what you're doing, and have a good night. Hey, glad you made it. I wanted to let you in on a fact about one of the characters. The dog character as of right now isn't in the best of condition. It didn't always used to look like that. It was constantly being torn apart by older kids, so at one point the mechanic just gave up and left it like that. Now it's a part of our establishment, as a sort of built-upon attraction. It's pretty lazy, but I don't make those types of decisions. As long as I get my money, I honestly don't really care. With that being said, have a good shift. Hello? Oh hey, you're back? I'm honestly surprised you returned after that whole incident with the boss yesterday evening. I don't blame you one bit though. He can be hard-headed from time to time. Anyways, some pretty weird things have been happening recently. For one, the robots have been completely out of control, but not just the new ones, but the old ones. Apparently the old duck one had managed to get out of the service room and barged in on a birthday party. We nearly got sued because of it. The new ones have been going against their schedule and are walking around at will. If this persists, we may have to keep them glued to their areas until further repairs are made. Alright, stay safe tonight. Bye. Oh, thank goodness you picked up. Listen, there is currently a kidnapper lurking around the area. They supposedly had kidnapped some kids at our establishment days into our grand opening, and is currently on the loose. I'm letting you know in advance so, if the cops show up to your house, you won't be startled. Because of this whole situation, rumors are spreading that the kids that were kidnapped were killed and possessed the old robots, which is why they've been acting so weird. I, for one, believe that to be absolute blasphemy, so don't pay any mind to it. Oh, and one more thing. I wouldn't take over time, if I were you. Apparently there is some ghostly presence lurking around the place. These rumors caused us to go into lockdown, though I mainly think it's because of the kidnappings. If you see anything out of the ordinary, let me know personally. The boss will likely try to sweep it under the rug. Good luck. Hello? Oh, no. You actually showed up to work. Alright. Listen, I hate to tell you this, but we've been put on extreme lockdown. The robots have gone completely rogue. we can't seem to bring them back to their neutral states. But get this. Some rich family is paying us big bucks to have a last second party here, so you may need to come back later today. If you do, keep heavy watch on the robots and make sure they don't do anything suspect. If all goes well, we'll get a huge pay rise once we get off of lockdown. Alright, good night.